And we're going live.
Peace, everybody. Welcome, welcome to the AMF show. This is Big Ra, the most supreme Raheem from the Almighty Force Brothers. I'm here with my man.
What up, Kev Young?
And we got some special guests here tonight. We got 3 members of the coalition of DJs. Introduce yourselves, gentlemen.
I'm Daryl Fuller, aka DJ Trip.
Call Corley, aka Call Corley.
And DJ Casino.
Yeah. All right. So before we get into your stories, we're going, I'm just gonna do like a few announcements and then we're gonna like jump right into it.
No problem.
All right. Shout out to my son Jay Bond, shout out to the AMF family, shout out to Stills the Great Bars and Hoops family, my man Tiny in the building. All right. This weekend at Middle School 226, it's still going to be scrimmaging going on. The registration ended, so now the kids is being worked out. One piece of advice to the parents: stay in the auditorium so the coaches can work the kids out. All right. So let them do their things. A lot of these kids, it's their first time playing. Let them learn. Or the coaches, or the AMF coaches is good coaches. Okay, so let's get in it to y'all. All right. So what I'm going to ask each one of you gentlemen is, if you had one word to describe yourself, what would that one word be? All right. So I'll start with you on Trip.
That one word will be creative.
Okay. And if you want to elaborate it in a few words.
I'm a very creative person when it comes to DJing. Been doing this DJing thing for 30 plus years, 40 years now, since 79. So
okay.
Yeah, you do the math.
Okay.
Besides music and DJing, there's other aspects of the entertainment things that I do. I'm into acting. I got some films I'm working on.
Okay.
And besides that, me and Casino, we got other big events that we're working on.
Okay.
Parties and shows. So
okay.
And we putting a lot of things together in a creative manner. So
okay. All right. How about you, my man DJ Carl?
Mr. Versatility.
Okay.
No matter what it takes, I get it done.
Okay.
Bernard will tell you that. Daryl will tell you that. Anyone who knows me. If I got to drive the truck, I drive the truck.
All right.
If we got to play house music, I play house music.
Right.
If I need to cut up a record and try to imitate Flash, I'll do that. So whatever it takes to get done, I get it done.
Okay. And DJ Casino.
Wow. How do I, one word?
Yeah.
Exciting.
Okay.
Because I keep the party exciting. I keep my mixes tight. Whatever we put together, I want to make sure it's exciting, not just for the grown-ups, for the kids.
Okay.
Like they said, we're working on a bunch of things. I'm working on a bunch of things. People hear about me, but they don't see me as much because I'm doing something. I'm putting something together. I mean, we're almost full for 2025.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a lot going on.
All
Great movie. There's a major one.
What kind of movie?
I can't talk too much about it.
It's a gag order on it.
It's a horror.
Wow.
And that's all I can tell you.
A horror in the hood?
I can't speak on it.
Yo,
I can't speak on it.
It's gonna be one that's out there. Everybody's gonna want to see it. What it is. I'm doing the whole soundtrack for it. Edit that too.
Okay.
The coalition. A lot of people don't know the coalition is not just us. It's a lot of people involved in it. At any time, we're doing different projects, but when it's time, I want to do Ajax. I say that's when the coalition. I mean, between us, we probably have the biggest sound system in Queens.
Okay.
I know we do have the biggest sound when it comes to the coalition, because between the 30 plus speakers in my room and Car's system and Dow system, nobody have never seen the whole system together at one time.
Okay.
Because
y'all had a lot of stuff out there this year at Ajax.
It was a reason for that.
That was lightweight.
Yeah, we kept it down for a reason.
Okay.
You remember the other year, the year before last, there was a lot of stuff out there.
Couldn't get
We
enough
actually
electricity.
backtracked it
Okay.
because I have 30 plus alone. He has 30 plus alone.
Okay.
He has about 10 at his house because of the fact it wasn't no need for it.
I got you.
So it's
it was definitely enough.
It was enough.
Yeah, because a couple of speakers do the job, right?
Yeah.
You only had a few out there that week.
We only had a few. You know,
the
it doesn't pay to bring out the whole system when you can get the same out of a few.
Okay.
So yeah, we have all kind of controllers. We have every controller made. We have
Pioneer Tractor.
Okay.
Every controller probably that came out recently. It's in one of our households.
Okay.
I mean, this is what we do. A lot of people don't believe it or not. People say DJ Casino. Everybody heard of him.
Right.
But nobody knows Nard is DJ.
That's funny.
That's
funny,
right?
Yeah. Because we knew each other. I was coaching his son. I really realized that you was Casino when we was up in the library with fun. I'm like, yo, what they call it Nard up there for? You know what I'm saying? And then they was going with DJ Casino, and I said, Nard is Casino. Like, I mean, I ain't know that, man.
But if believe it or not, when people say, well, who is DJ? If any of y'all right now Google your phone, my picture come up on your phone, on the internet. It comes up right away.
Right.
The whole history of DJ Casino with my picture comes up on the phone.
Yeah,
so when people say,
I didn't know until the 90s.
Into the 90s.
Yeah.
You know what the funny thing is? And then I'll let my partner speak. In Ajax to Foch to the beginning of Sufton, everybody knew me as Nard.
Yeah, we all there.
The minute you pass Sufton to the rest of the borough, everybody knows me as Casino to this day.
Right.
Nation them never called me Nard.
Oh, okay.
Everybody on the south called me Casino.
Okay.
Everybody this way called me Nard all the time.
Okay. So the name, the Coalition of DJs. You know, where did that come from? And when you sent the picture, I saw like Kendo in it. I saw Devon in it.
Right, because when we did a party in the IS8, and actually that picture came from when we did the anniversary, the 50th anniversary?
No, that picture was the year before. The 50th anniversary. No, did we take?
No, that was the one.
No, yeah. When we did
that was the one when we did the IS8 with Cypher Sounds, Supreme Sounds, Infinity Machine, right? That's when we had the 2-3 different systems.
Oh yeah, I remember that day.
Yeah, and that's where the coalition came from, basically.
So
because
that day. All right.
It could be a time near the party, and I call Kendo and say, we're doing a party.
Okay.
So the coalition just stands for
it's a coalition
group of us.
Right.
It's a group of us. You never know who's the group going to bring by for a party.
Okay.
That's what the coalition stands for.
Oh, okay. That's a strong and so it's all the different groups together.
Incorporated.
Yeah, it's a corporation like the coalition, and we all got our own thing going at the same time.
Right.
I could be up. I'm up in the Bronx all the time. Last week I was at Hip Hop Boulevard, so I'm doing this. He's working on something, but we always talk and say, "What are you doing?" Because we're doing this. Who's going to do this party they want us to do?
Okay.
Who's going to do this they want us to do? And if I'm busy, they'll do it. Okay. If they're busy, somebody else will do it. But so we always have.
You get a big piece of the party scene.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, we get a big piece, but it's got to be in all our interests to want to do it.
Right.
Don't actually do something that's not going to benefit all of us. There's no superstars in it. None of us. Sometimes we do things, and I will tell them, we can do it as a group. Don't put my name on it. Right. Why not? Everybody knows Casino because it ain't about Casino. It's about the group. It's about the coalition. Right or wrong? I said that a few times. It's about the coalition. It's not about me.
Right.
So we'll do that.
Okay.
We do a lot.
Yeah, I'm just curious, right? Because I saw you on Showtime. When was it, last year?
Yeah, with the Supreme thing.
Yeah,
I saw you too. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people don't know when it came to back in the days when y'all knew me.
Right.
I was the first DJ ever to play in Baisley Park.
Okay.
Now people say, no, this one played in Baisley. This one played.
Right.
But nobody ever played in the small.
Yeah,
Baisley.
You're right. You're right.
Right. I was the only one ever.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
And since that day until now, nobody ever played. There's a little cellar in Baisley called the Cedar Manor. It's right in the middle of Baisley. Like you come out the project, it's there. People give little parties and stuff. I used to drag my speakers in there just to give a party, and nobody never did that. So when
He's the
Nas
only
was
one they let.
right, no, that's the truth too, right? That's the truth too,
Yeah.
because I was known in Baisley as much as
Yeah.
I was known in
Yeah,
Ajax.
yeah.
If I made a phone call from Ajax, Baisley coming to Ajax.
Yeah.
Right.
And the same way when Baisley, before I even sniffed, when they used to have the tournament, Kevin be playing in Ajax, you have Black Jessup one come up to Ajax and say, y'all want to play for some money? Come down there.
He did
And
it.
I bring the whole crew to Baisley
Yeah.
Right.
when nobody else could.
Right.
So
right.
when I started putting together that movie and they was in Baisley getting the history and they said, well, who was the DJ and who did? They said, oh, Casino. It was easy for them to say that.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
All right. Because I was like, because I'm watching it and I was like, well, because I knew you used to be down by Baisley, but I ain't gonna lie, I was a little surprised.
I was
like, yo.
I was night and day. Y'all knew me for one way, Baisley knew me for another.
I
one.
wasn't surprised.
You
I
wasn't
was
surprised.
like,
Kev knew me. See, Kev knew me.
I was a little
Yeah.
You know,
surprised.
there was different parts of Nard and
Yeah,
Casino back in the day.
All
Yeah, I
right.
used to do my thing. I mean, I used to
Okay.
live in Baisley and 115th. Basically that was my town
Okay.
more than anywhere else.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to be in Ajax.
Yeah, he used to be there, but he wasn't always there.
I was known
Right.
I was known in Baisley for
Mhm.
other things. So,
All right.
but DJing, I was known. That's where I really started at, like really like the small system in the basketball courts and stuff
Yeah.
of Baisley
Actually,
before
it
it went
was
up
the
on the
late
hill.
80s.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was the late 80s when I found out about you.
yeah. See,
So I just want everyone to know, because our tournament got big. We still got it going on now, except for my son, he do it now. So before we started a basketball tournament, we were a basketball team.
yes.
And we used to be playing in Glen tournament. We used to play in the big tournament. We used to play in the Lost Battalion. So, what a lot of people don't know is that your brother,
Wayne,
yeah, rest in peace, Wayne.
Yes.
He was on like that first team before we became a tournament or anything, before we started dealing with
God
kids.
bless him.
Yep, he
Yes.
was on
Y'all
our
was
team.
y'all was all like brothers,
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that
like,
was
come
all
on, man.
We met in the
That
park
was-
every day.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Wayne was like, that was our man. His and then your son.
Yes,
I coached your son and I
yes.
coached your son in IS8
Yeah,
tournaments.
I have
right?
a big family.
I
have
coached
a
Tiff.
Tiff.
I coached Tiff in like Roy Wilkins and stuff like that.
Yes.
My son coached your nephew Trini.
Yes.
And both of them, shout out to Tiff, Trini, both of them was on the show with my son.
Exactly, right.
In season 1. Because what we're doing now is season 2, and we're
Yeah.
doing what's called the Legend Division of the AMF show. So they was on season 1 with my son, and then I ended off like this. Now Tiff coaching AMF.
Yes.
They got a chip this summer, right? I think it was
Yes.
with Roy Wilkins.
I
You
think so.
can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I
Anybody
think
want to
so.
call in 516-206-0711. All right. So like I just wanted everybody to see the connections,
It's a big connection.
with our
It's a big
with our
connection.
with our hood, not just our families,
right.
with our
With
in
our
our
hood.
hood. And I can get into deep stuff with Carl
you're
here,
gonna
right?
get into with them, but
Whatever.
that's
Yeah.
why I'm so into doing something at Ajax Park.
Yeah.
We grew up in Ajax. If I'm
Yeah.
going to put out money, or if I'm going to do something anywhere
Yeah.
else, it's going to be in
Yeah.
Ajax first,
Yeah.
because that park and it's plans for Ajax for kids.
Okay.
It's plans for all kind of reconstruction of Ajax,
Okay.
and I'm making sure that for the kids.
Right.
Because if it wasn't for Ajax, none of us would have had nowhere to go or nothing.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time.
To do. Yes, a lot
Right?
of time.
It was get up and go to Ajax.
Yes, that
Right?
was our whole world.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went into Lincoln Park.
Yeah, we went there. We used
Yes.
to go to Lincoln sometime. Shout out to my man Trey. All right. So let's get into it. This is a radio show. So it's dealing with music. It's called Bars and Hoops. So we can talk about basketball a little bit, right? We can talk about basketball a little bit.
I'm
You
gonna
know?
leave that to Carl.
You gonna leave that to
Carl.
Carl?
I'm gonna leave
Carl,
that
you
to
gonna do it with me?
Because you know I'm going to bury the Knicks.
Yeah, what you think about the Knicks though? They come on. The other day, come on.
The other day was terrible.
Yeah.
You got a
You
dude
like
that's
the
7
trade,
feet
yeah.
tall
Yeah, like
who don't he don't want to take the ball into the paint.
Who you talking
He's
about?
7 feet tall.
Who you talking about?
Cat. Big for nothing.
Yeah, big
Can't-
for nothing.
yeah,
So
big for
so
nothing.
you don't think the trade? You don't think Randall? You don't think the trade for Randall? You don't think that was a good trade?
I would have waited till January when Minnesota was desperate because they couldn't pay. They can't pay all three of them. They
Right.
can't play Rudy Gobert. They can't play dude who thinks he's.
Now,
the
how did
next
Minnesota
Jordan.
do the other night?
Did they win? I don't know.
No, they lost. They lost to the Lakers.
All right. Oh
Davis
yeah.
played-
They lost to
Yeah,
they lost to
Davis played
LeBron.
well,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, and LeBron and his son went in the game at the same time.
yeah,
You know, both teams are suffering.
yeah. Both on the side.
Yeah, they
Son
made the
shouldn't
trade
be
and they
in
both
that.
lost.
But it was one loss. They played 81 more games. But
Got
too
a
much
long
more of that.
season.
Nobody. But you know what? To me, it wasn't that you lost, right? It disappointed me.
29 3-pointers made, and you have these wing defenders that you spent a lot of money
Yeah,
on.
Yeah.
29. That's mean no defense.
Yeah.
29 threes. That means there's no defense.
But the thing that was killing me was everybody was going, oh, the Knicks is going to challenge Boston. So I guess Boston heard that because they smacked them. They smacked them. What got the net coach fired last year. That's how bad they smacked them.
I think
Come on.
Boston's gonna be a headache because of what happened in the Olympics.
Yo, with
With
Tatum.
Tatum, yeah.
So
With
now
him
he
not
gotta
really getting
prove.
no run.
So now he got to prove something.
Right.
He ain't gonna
You
come
know?
out there firing, yo. We'll see
Yeah.
how it works out. I'm not a fan of his, but I would
Yeah.
understand that
Yeah.
attitude. You know what I mean?
No, well, Boston got two people with that. They got Brown and Tatum because they chose
Yeah, well,
White.
Brown was angry before that,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But Tatum now has some ammunition to work off of. They might be a dangerous team in the East, yo.
Yeah, and then that backcourt, those dudes is tough, man.
Yeah.
Holiday and White, those dudes is tough, man. Those dudes is tough. You know. So Slick, do you have an all-time best five? I mean, I called you Slick.
I know. I was looking
I
around.
called you Slick.
Yeah.
Slick. Shout out to Slick. You know he couldn't make it, but shout out Carl. Do you have a all-time five?
Basketball.
Yeah.
singing? Okay.
Basketball.
Okay. I'm a diehard Knick fan.
Okay.
Okay. So my all-time five, Clyde.
Okay.
Nothing was like him.
Okay.
Okay. Now a lot of people talk about Patrick versus Elijah Wan versus David Robinson. He never really had a bad game against Elijah Wan.
Okay.
The 94 playoffs, Riley lost that for him. Not that he played bad. He had
But Riley, he didn't miss that dip. Now let me stop.
Thank you.
Ooh,
To dip that
Indiana.
shook the world.
He did. All he had to do was turn it
Finger
over.
on it.
Yeah, he had to do was turn it over. He missed that dip. No, all right, go ahead.
No,
I'm messing with
but
you.
94, Riley lost that for him. You
Okay.
had Rolando Blackman. You didn't play him.
Okay. Oh, but you're not saying Rolando Blackman one of your best five, right?
No.
Oh, okay. All
He's
right.
But he
going
should
back
have
to
played
94.
instead of
He should have
Starks.
started.
Instead of Starks.
Starks was having a terrible game.
He could have been standing on the ocean and couldn't throw a rock
Yeah,
into
that
the
game,
Yeah.
he was like
Yeah.
standing on the beach.
39.
And it's bad. And it's bad. Oh, shout out! Congratulations to the Liberty. You know, for winning the
Yes,
WNBA
congratulations.
championship. You
Yes.
know, congratulations to the Liberty. Really, I started watching lady basketball last year when they lost in the championship to the Aces. Then I got into the college women playing, you know, in South Carolina, LSU,
yeah.
Iowa, even like teams like Notre Dame. Like, I was like, that's when I realized. I was like, yo, these girls be balling. These ladies be balling. I said, I ain't really look at it like that before.
Nah, it's like the
You
Big
know?
East was in the 80s.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, but back to your five.
Okay. Well, I'm a Patrick Ewing fan.
Okay, so you say
Okay.
Ewing and Frazier.
Ewing and Frazier.
I can live with it. I can live.
Okay. Even though I hate him, I
Uh-huh.
wouldn't wear his sneakers when he was playing ball.
Okay.
Michael Jordan.
Why
Okay.
you hate Mike, man?
Man, yo, I've hated Mike since North Carolina. Okay. Fred Brown, giving the ball to Worthy. I've hated him
Because he
ever
upsets
since
your
then.
teams all the time. That's
Yeah.
why, right?
I was a Georgetown fan.
You're a Georgetown fan.
Yeah.
Killed him.
Yeah.
And he used to torch the Knicks. He
Yeah.
used to come to the garden and make it like,
But there were some good games,
They were
man.
good
I don't
games.
care, yo. Those were
Yeah.
good games, man.
Yeah.
okay.
You
All
know,
right.
I hated Starks. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, it's all good. Listen.
No, they tried to make him a star. And
Mhm.
He wasn't a star.
Yeah.
And it's bad when you miss like that in the championship and you lose, right? Because the two lady, Anesco and Stewart, like the other night, they didn't have good games, right? But so this is why I might agree with you with Riley, because their coach made a sub.
Right.
And she bought other women off the bench. And then one of them, she scored the most points she scored this year. Scored like 13, like in the second half or something. So in that sense, I'll agree with you, about Riley and the Knicks, but he still didn't miss that dip. But all right, so who your
That was
last
95. Okay.
two?
Okay. My last two. My favorite player of all time, Kareem.
Okay,
He won every place.
okay,
Lost
okay.
one college basketball game,
okay,
two in high school. He
okay,
won every place he went.
okay.
Okay. And my last, he just cries too much. He brought his son.
Don't say it, man.
Okay. I gotta say it.
Don't say it,
All-time
man.
leading scorer. We know he's doing some PEDs because he never gets hurt. LeBron.
All right. Who would you say the GOAT?
Michael Jordan.
Okay. All right.
No comparison.
Okay.
Okay. LeBron don't have to kill him.
Okay.
Okay. Michael's killing him.
I don't even think he's in the discussion.
Mm.
I can think of several people I named before LeBron. Kobe.
Kobe definitely be number
Kobe.
two.
You know what I mean?
Kareem.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got a
I
lot
don't
of
know
them.
why he's in the discussion, to be
Okay.
honest with you.
Did-
If we gonna go statistics,
His-
Chamberlain.
but listen,
Yeah, Chamberlain.
his scoring and his numbers come from the years he played, not from what he did. It's a difference. Look,
Yeah,
he
but
played longer than
league-
anybody
He
else.
came in at a good time.
Right.
Because
And
the
nobody
league
there to
was
stop
weak,
him. Right.
And he's like,
They wasn't doing.
he's like
they
this.
was
He
there.
just took advantage. You look at him, man. He's just taking advantage of people, man, because they
Let
little.
him play against the old Celtics.
No,
Oh,
if he
Boston.
No, if he
Oh.
played against McHale, Bird,
Thank you.
all of them, they would have laid him out.
Mm.
Detroit, they would have killed him.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Those were the
Mm.
time of the team. Those were
And all
the
that
team.
little dribbling he be doing, man, they wouldn't tolerate it, yo.
No.
They wouldn't
Mm.
tolerate that, man.
Oh. Mm. All right.
I'm glad
So-
I got a good panel here tonight. Thank you. We had some problems in the past with that
No,
discussion.
no,
man.
I'm sorry.
We got some real
Two for
OGs
two.
here tonight.
So who would you say the best team ever?
96 Bulls.
Wow. Okay.
That's my man that
96
don't like
Bears.
them.
Yeah,
That
I can't-
96 Bulls.
yeah,
All
I
right.
can't stand Pippen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a question. Houston keeps saying they would have beat the Bulls if Michael.
No way.
Yeah. Now, why do you say they would?
Who's going to guard Michael? Not Mad
I'll
Max.
get you that. I'll give you that.
Not Mad Max.
My thing is Chicago had 5 centers.
Yeah.
Large one had a backup. That was it.
Yeah.
You know how many fouls that is, man? It's like 30, 36 fouls, yo.
No, they had a bunch
What
of
James
serviceable
say?
centers.
So it says
They
36
didn't care. They
fouls.
found out.
Yeah.
They didn't care.
They would have
Bulls
punished
centers.
Hakeem. They would have punished him, even though he'd have got his. But he would have been so tired, man, after going through all them centers, man.
And
And
then they
showed-
take it. They took it like 2 years in a row, right? Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's a-
Mike
two
left.
Right.
Right.
They
but
beat the
they show-
Knicks.
they showed they could beat a team with a dominant center with Patrick Ewing. And
Mhm.
Patrick would get his points against Chicago.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But he had to go up against like 4 centers.
4 centers, yeah.
That wears you out. In the fourth quarter, you're tired.
And what people don't look at that first year that they won, Otis Thorpe.
Yeah. People
Otis
forgot
Thorpe was
about
tough.
Otis.
Otis
from-
thought it was tough.
Yeah.
Tough.
Right.
And they had Horry.
He
They
was,
wasn't little.
he was pre-Rodman,
Yeah. Yeah. They were.
right?
Yeah. They were tough. Yeah. He was like. He was on.
Oh, you talking about with the Knicks? Because he played for Chicago too, didn't
Thorpe?
he? Yeah.
Nah.
Otis
He was
Thorpe?
with
No,
He was with Rockets.
with the Rockets.
Okay. Right.
He was one of their big men. He was their power forward.
Right.
Yeah, they power forward.
Right, because defensively he would take Patrick
Yeah,
Ewing because
yeah.
he played him when he was in
Yeah.
Providence.
Oh, okay.
And then
Plus, he was strong.
right, and they put Oakley on Elijah Wan,
Mm-hmm.
and you know
That's
that wasn't
ridiculous. Yeah.
a match. We know
Yeah.
We know
Oak was tough. Oak was tough,
Yeah, we know
but
Oak will
he
beat you
couldn't
up, but
handle-
he's not athletic.
He ain't gonna
like that.
move like that, man.
and he couldn't move. Elijah Wan used to move. Elijah Wan used to move. You know, so so let's talk about music.
Okay.
I go with you.
What's
Yeah,
up?
your best group
Best group of all time,
all time.
hip hop or R&B.
Either.
You can name 2, hip hop and R&B.
That's cool.
All right. 2 hip hop, Treacherous 3.
Okay.
Boy, you old school, man. How old are you, man? 70, man? Damn.
Treacherous 3 was tough though.
Treacherous 3,
Treacherous 3 was
Treacherous
tough.
3, and a Tribe Called Quest.
Wow, Tribe Called Quest. Yeah, I like Quest.
And the reason why, because they both groups was different
Right.
for their time period.
Right.
They wasn't afraid to step
give you-
out
yeah,
out the norm.
Tribe Called Quest was
You know?
different. Yeah.
Treacherous
Yeah.
3 wasn't afraid to step out the norm. Neither
Right.
was them.
Right. Who that?
Yeah.
Tribe Called
Yeah.
Quest. That's got
Yep.
congratulations to the Tribe. They got they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame now, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations to the
I
Tribe.
forgot all about the Treacherous 3.
Yeah, Treacherous 3 was tough.
Can't forget about that.
Treacherous 3 was tough.
Matter of fact, I know we had a conversation earlier about Melly Mel,
Right.
right?
Right.
In my opinion, everybody in the Treacherous 3 was better than Melly Mel. As far as
we had,
lyrics.
Kool
As
Moe
far
Really?
as lyrics.
Really?
When it came to
Especially
rocking the
Craig.
crowd, Melly Mel
You're
got it.
saying a lot, man.
Ooh,
But
You're saying
for
a lot.
lyrics, toe to toe, lyrics, just straight up lyrics, I don't think Mel could mess with Kumo D, LA or Special K.
Really?
Because I didn't know. I thought Kool Moe D was good. And I thought together, like as a group, I thought that they were good.
Yeah.
But you know, and
That's
when I
the
mentioned
Treacherous 3.
Yeah,
I remember them now.
Kool
Yeah,
Moe
it was
D.
funky. Yo,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
funky.
Yeah.
I remember that video. They did some Christmas shit one time,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
They were sticking their head through a
Oh,
hole.
yeah.
or
Oh,
some
yeah.
shit.
That was
B-Street.
that was
Yeah.
what's his name?
B Street,
Yeah,
L B
yeah.
Street.
That was Dougie Fresh.
That was the
Dougie
Dougie
Fresh was in
Fresh
it
was
too.
the first.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dougie Fresh was the one who first did the rhyme.
Yeah, I remember.
flicking
You're
his
right.
hole.
They were
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Treacherous
You
3
can't
is
sleep on
nice.
them,
All right. So your best. All right. So this is a good question for you,
man.
man.
Oh, shucks.
Your best solo artist.
Of all time, right?
Yeah.
Let's go male and female.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Sha-Rock.
All right.
I got to give it to her.
Okay.
I used to love some Sha-Rock back
Yeah. Yeah.
then, you know,
Yeah,
for that
yeah.
time period.
Funky 4 plus 1 more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solo. I'd say Big Daddy Kane.
Big Daddy. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He had lyrics and he had a stage show.
Okay.
Yeah,
And Big Daddy Kane is nice.
I take points away from him, man. I didn't
Huh?
think rapper
Dan?
should have danced.
Huh?
I ain't like him dancing too
Who,
much.
Big Daddy.
It made me laugh a lot, yo. Like,
No.
come on, man, sit still.
But
yo.
I mean, if you look at a lot of those old school rappers, even the Furious Five of them, they always had dance routines.
Mm-hmm.
Cold Crush had
I
dance
get it.
routines.
I get it.
That was just
That was
Part
how
of
it was.
hip-hop.
That's how it was. That's
I
how it
get it.
was. You know?
Stand still.
Yeah.
Tell
How
us
about
what
you,
you're
Carl?
talking about.
Oh man, hip hop.
Best
Or-
group, best R&B or hip hop.
Okay.
Or if you want to do your best R&B, your best hip hop, you know, best group.
Okay,
If you want to do 2 groups, like Kevin say,
okay. Old school.
Yeah.
R&B. That's
Yeah.
winning fire.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, you can't even question that, yo.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
so the room got quiet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
They think about no.
Nah,
Yeah,
Earth,
that's
Wind, and
it,
Fire
that's
was
it.
Earth, Wind, and
You
Fire
can't
was the
touch
truth.
them.
Yeah.
Now, okay. Artist. Wow. Single. Okay. That gets hard because I've been playing music since like 1977.
There's a lot of them.
That's a lot of them. If I could go by decade, and I'll tell you who's best by each decade.
Mhm.
Some of them, some people going to look and go, I can't believe that you're saying this guy is that good, but by his record sales.
Okay.
And we're going to do now.
80s, 90s to the present.
Okay, 80s, 90s to the present. Ooh, somebody who's sitting in jail right now. Sold a lot of records. R. Kelly.
R. Kelly?
Yeah, because he didn't do what everybody else was doing. He did his own style music. He had that Chicago swing going on. You know, when you talk to little kids, they tell you the Michael Jordan song. Yeah. That's Michael Jordan singing
I
like
believe I can fly.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
The 2000s. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Hip hop, that's easy. Jay-Z, because of the body of work. Okay. He didn't sell the most. Unfortunately, we know hip hop is a black art form, but you know, another race is the best selling artist of all time.
They kind of creeped up on me, Jay-Z. Because I saw him. He was with somebody else uptown. He was like in the background.
Like
yeah.
Jazzo. He
was in the background. He was in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing ball. I was concentrating on other shit. Then all of a sudden, my daughters grow up and shit. Who's your favorite rap artist now? Jay-Z. I was like, really?
Yeah.
This motherfucker was in the background, but he came a long way, man.
Yeah.
But if you listen to his to the
he lives.
He's used everything. He's used garage music. He's used rock. Okay. He's used Broadway show tunes. Who's gotten away with that?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Hard rock like
and old R&B music.
And old R&B.
Right?
But I also find you can rap off of damn near anything, man. You can rap
the
off
beat
of
is
anything.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, if we look at what hip hop started out to be, what are the most sampled records? Bob James record. Mardi Gras, that's a jazz record. Okay. Run DMC, when they were doing things, they used Aerosmith. That's rock. That's rock and roll.
Right.
And then if you look at the later groups where everything is based more like towards Queens hip hop than what they did in Manhattan and the Bronx, that's traditional R&B. You know, I don't know what these kids are doing now because it all sounds the same to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they be talking.
We got sad.
They be talking.
No,
they be talking stuff.
It's so sad today.
Yeah. How about you, no? First,
Wow.
Oh, but you ain't give me your solo artist. You gave me your solo artist called?
Oh, man, my solo artist, Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Versatile, beyond versatile.
Okay.
What's the best album?
Oh God, that's hard. Okay, it's a throw up between Off the Wall and Thriller. It depends on how you look at it.
If you had to pick one out of the two.
The first one, Off the Wall.
Off the Wall. Man. Off the Wall. Well, I probably would have said Thriller.
Gotta rock with you.
Right.
Thriller was more commercial, like pop.
Yeah.
But Off the Wall,
it still had that
it was in the hood. Yeah, you could mix it.
That's why he loved it. That's why he loved it.
Yeah.
How about you, Nod?
See, with me, I know so many artists. If I picked the wrong one, I may hear about it. I may get a phone call. But I'm gonna go. My favorite solo artist, R&B, Mary J. Blige.
Okay.
I would listen to Mary J. every song she made. I had her first single when it first came out. You Remind Me. A lot of people didn't even know that was her when she made. That was her first single ever.
Okay.
I still play You Remind Me.
Okay.
You know, so I'm gonna pick Mary. If I Yes.
Oh, all right. Congratulations, Mary J.
That's right.
Hall of Fame.
Rapper solo. A lot of people wouldn't understand why I picked this one, but his lyrics is better than anybody I ever heard, and that's Jada Kiss.
Jada Kiss.
No, I understand that.
Yeah, Jada Kiss.
Jada
is nice.
Kiss.
Yeah, I understand that.
You know,
Kiss is nice.
I don't think nobody can stand toe to toe with him.
Even Cass said Jada Kiss is nothing to miss.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
He's got
he
the
good,
best. If
man.
you got, you know what? When you listen to a rapper, you want to hear what you want to have a story behind it. And Jada Kiss never miss. He never misses.
Okay.
You know. So.
Okay.
R&B group. Wow. If I had to go back, I'll probably pick the Temptations.
Okay. Yeah. People pick the Temps.
You know the Temps. I'll pick the
Listen.
Temps. R&B group.
Yeah.
A rapper group. Man, I got so many. I'm gonna stay with my station. I'm gonna stay with Wu-Tang.
All right. Wu-Tang, listen. Wu-Tang is
okay. Now this is what's funny. When you say Wu-Tang, you know who they remind me of, right?
Who?
People from around the way.
Well, Wu-Tang, you know what? Wu-Tang, I told him Wu-Tang remind me of us as the coalition because we all doing our own thing. But when it comes to doing a concert, we get together we come together. Now I play for Wu-Tang. A lot of people don't know that. I'm on Wu-Tang radio and I go to all their things and I do different things at their shows and everything else. That don't make them my best, but no, Redman,
right.
You know,
right.
all of them, they all got their own styles. But when they come together in rhythm,
like
it's something
Redman
to see.
And Meth.
Right.
Yeah.
Meth, look at Meth. Look at my favorite too, Meth and Mary J. I'm just saying.
That was a hit.
Think about it.
And we're not talking about their bad acting on Power, right?
That's different. I don't go to that.
Wow.
But yeah.
So we give them a break, man.
I know, right?
Let's give them a break. They just started. They're improving. Well,
but that's it.
They killed Mary off.
Seasons Meth is believable. Mario is like,
Mary was
like she read from the teleprompter, you know.
Man. Yeah.
And 50 is great.
Okay, so let's get into y'all stories, right? Since Trips, as you sitting here, So let's get into your story. Like how long you started, how long was you DJing, and then just your background, with music and other things that you're like into.
I started DJing in '79 with Slick.
Okay.
Right. With Slick and his brothers, the Albino Twins.
The Albino Twins. Shout out to the Albino Twins.
Shout out to the Albino Twins and DJ Big Mel.
Okay.
We used to have a crew called System One.
Okay.
And like anybody else coming up, because I was young back then. '79, I was what? 14.
Okay.
We all was basically the same age. So we was looking up to Casino and Divine and them and Melly Mel and all of them. So we was trying to emulate them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And doing so, we just got better and better. Wound up doing a lot of the block parties around the way and doing parties in the park and all that.
Right.
And
right.
Mel eventually became the house DJ for Manhattan Proper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Slick, we always continued to do our thing as far as DJing.
Okay.
And then down the line, we started hanging out with Casino.
Okay.
And that's when this whole coalition thing came into place.
Okay.
And that just kind of morphed and just got bigger and bigger.
All right.
Okay.
So with DJing, like do you have any like any projects or anything that you could discuss coming up? Like,
me and Casino, we got some things going on that we can't discuss. But next year, you definitely would know about it.
Okay.
Y'all as far as my neighborhood documentary, man.
As far as my project with
there's a book coming up.
Oh yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's
okay.
As far as my projects, as far as film, me and a partner of mine, Stan J. Adams, he's also an actor.
So you're an actor?
I'm more of a screenwriter than actor. I dabbled in acting.
Peace. Welcome to the AMF show.
Who this? Peace. This Big Star from the Almighty Force. What up, DJ Casino? What up, DJ Carl? What up, Kev Young?
What up, yo?
What's up, sir?
What up, Sha? Yeah, we up here chopping it up. We up here chopping it up with Nod. We up here chopping it up with DJ Casino. You heard me call him Nod, right? Up here chopping it up with DJ Casino, DJ Trip, DJ Carl. Yeah, man. Yeah, so what's good, Sha?
Ain't nothing, man. I was just checking in. I'm just getting in.
Okay.
That's why I couldn't make it up there tonight. But, I just wanted to give a shout. I see my man Carl. Carl, and I was just in touch with your man, Alan T. He was reaching out to me. He's listening on Bars and Hoops Radio right now.
Yeah, another group I played with as well. With T Production.
T Production?
Yeah.
I played with Ramel because that's how I met you and your brother.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
Ramel.
I played with Michael Goody and DJ Divine. And, of course, I played with Casino.
Oh, okay.
So
no doubt.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, that sounds kind of bad. Sounds like I'm a DJ Ho. I just go from group to group.
All right, but all right, Sha,
all right.
Thanks for the shout out, Sha.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sha. Nice hearing from you again. See you soon.
Thank you. Nah, see you soon, brother.
All right, okay.
I never thought of myself that way, man.
You
DJ,
do now.
Yo, DJ Ho. We play with every group.
Yo, you crazy. Anything else you want to add?
Where was I? Oh, you was asking me about acting.
Right.
Do I act? And I said I dabbled. You know, I'm more into screenwriting than acting. My partner, Stan J. Adams, he's the actor.
Okay.
And we have this company that we're building up called Scripted Dreams Entertainment.
Okay.
And we got a couple of projects. Like I said, one of the projects is a horror flick.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to Black Hollywood next month, Georgia.
Okay.
To finalize some things on it. And
okay.
Hopefully by next year.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah,
stay in touch, man. Yeah, y'all hit me up on Facebook when they come out.
Yeah. You'll hear about it. You'll definitely hear about it.
Yeah.
Black people.
Hopefully I'll be here again to talk about it. Then I can talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna bring
trust me, it's something to talk about.
Okay.
It better be good, man. They got no woman running through the woods falling, do y'all?
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Running down the alleyway. Running down projects.
It's gonna be it's gonna be very good.
All right, so let's move on to you, Carl. Yeah, man. Like how long you was DJing? Yeah. But that you ain't tell us like how long you've been doing it. So let's go. But I know because it seemed like you was always there.
Yeah,
you know, you seem like you was always there.
If you were really at the parties, you knew I was there.
Right.
You know, from the days of Infinity Machine playing in the Encore, I used to play the first records, and I used to go to sleep on stage. I was like, okay, whatever. Because it was the same thing over and over.
Fantasia too?
The
Fantasia goes back a little further back.
It doesn't go further. I knew Michael. I knew all of them. My parents were like, no, you still in high school. When you finish school, you could do whatever you want to do.
Right.
Because Michael Goody knew my mother and father, everything else.
Right.
He tried to talk to
I had
and
to
go
sneak
whatever.
too. I had to sneak out too.
Right.
Yeah, no, but I used to go to the Fantasia. Never paid to get in.
It was like $3, man. So
yeah, Fantasia was cheap, man. Then Fantasia, La Chalette.
Right? Yeah. No, La Chalette with this.
La Chalette was a little more expensive, wasn't it?
Man, La Chalette, man. Yeah, those stairs used to be crazy, especially when it was crowded. You know, like
Roller Dome.
Yeah, Jamaica Roller Dome.
Jamaica Roller Dome.
Yeah.
There's another one. We're leaving out something, man. There's another one.
The Armory.
The Armory came later.
Came later.
Did you ever participate over there in the USA Roller Dome?
No.
You didn't? Oh, okay.
Michael might have borrowed some equipment from me, but no. Because most of the time, if it was going to be straight hip hop, I play some R&B or whatever. Kendu and Divine would do that.
Right.
Because Divine already had the established name.
Right.
Kendu was like our version of Flash.
Right.
So,
right.
Y'all
rhymed for Kendu a couple of times, so I know what you're talking about.
Right. So that was probably your equipment in Ajax Park?
Yeah.
Those show in Vegas?
Nah.
Okay.
Turntables.
Okay. All right.
DC
but he used to be with Pookie cousin Ramel. And Ramel was known for having like the booming system. Right. So when we was at IS8, like back in before the pandemic, and you was like running it down to me, y'all like, oh, all right. Right. So you was helping Ramel out. Right. But we used to be going up to the Bronx and stuff.
Yeah, right. Because Buddha used to always ask me, goes, what do you do to tune his system? Because I love
Shout
Ramel.
out to my man Buddha.
Okay, I love Ramel. I was like, you got to turn the bass down in order for it to play loud. If you turn it to 10, it's not going to boom.
Yeah.
So, when I set up the system up in the Bronx, we had 7 speakers. If anybody knows the Bronx, you could hear 7 speakers from University all the way to Jerome Avenue.
And that's when Cass came. He said, yo, man, I heard all this stuff out here. And he came out there and then did an impromptu show, right?
Yeah.
You know, it kind of rocked it, you know.
Instead of me getting on the turntables or Gene getting on the turntables, we let Ramel get on the turntables.
We're going to leave it at that.
We're going to leave it at that.
We're going to leave it at that.
You sound like an engineer, bro.
Yeah. Damn, man. Yeah.
Like I said, I'm Mr. Versatility. He'll tell you. If I got to drive the van to get the party done, I do that. If I got to play a certain style of music, I can do that.
Do you prefer certain amps?
There's no amps now.
There's no. Well,
I'm sorry, man.
I know.
Okay.
I know. Believe it or not.
Okay.
Now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
back
they used
in
to put amps on top of amps
okay.
and on top of amps.
Okay. Back in the day, for bass, Crown, for mid range, and for voice, and for clarity, even though we didn't own any, BGW.
I was gonna say
because I got mad with Rob when I met Ramel. He came to where I worked and told me he was going to get all this equipment. I was like, okay, whatever you say, because he put together a list of like $12,000. I'm like, okay, I don't know who this kid is. He ain't got the money.
Right.
He came to where I work because me and Divine and this other guy, John, we all worked together. So he came with the receipt. I snatched the receipt out of my man's hand. I was like, yo, this kid actually did that. Drove over to his house because I used to have a blue Impala. Drove over to his house. I saw all the equipment sitting in the living room. Now, I was a true man since I kind of thought he was a wannabe. I apologized to him in front of everybody and was like, yo, my bad. I didn't think you actually could do this.
Right.
And we became friends from that point on.
Okay.
Yeah, but
okay. Shout out to Ramel, TP Square. All right. So anything you want to add about like your part in the coalition of the DJs?
Okay. If Bernard wants to get crazy, at my house I have roughly 18 bass bottoms, 16 mids. There's a Pioneer controller, there's a Rain controller, and there's a Tractor controller. So if you want to play hip hop, you could play hip hop. If you want to play on turntables, you can play on turntables. If you want to play house music, got a Tractor for you. So there's no type of music that my system and the system that I have with John can't be played.
Okay. All right. Like, no, so let's go to your story and like how long. I know we already talked about a lot of stuff already.
Wow, my story started probably in 1975, somewhere about 75. I was actually taught everything.
Was you Casino Kid in 75?
No, Casino came before I was DJing.
Okay.
The name Casino came from Cisco. Remember Cisco that used to be gambling in the park?
Yeah.
Cisco. That's where the name Casino came from because he
showed. I remember him.
Yeah, man. Bless the dead, man.
Right, because that's how I learned to gamble.
Yeah.
So that's where the name.
I really like Cisco that much,
right? But that's where it came from.
Cisco used to have a big mouth, man.
He had it, but he could fight though. Remember?
Yeah, man. He stuck me in red. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I don't know how good he can fight, man. Why he run? You know what I'm saying? All right, we're gonna get your story.
You know, so it came from gambling back then when we used to go behind the house and shoot the dice.
Okay.
That's where Casino started from. Okay. And then from me being in Sufton and all of that, that's where Casino came from. Being with Nacy and all of them.
Okay.
Casino came from there, being in the pool halls and everything. And then from there, Michael Goody was one of my best friends. I mean, I knew Goody before probably everybody else.
Yeah, because Goody introduced me to you.
Right. I knew Goody before anybody.
Okay.
Before it was Infinity. It was Infinity Machine. But when Infinity Machine started, there was only 4 speakers.
Okay.
There was 2 L48 bass and 2 tops, which was the Bose 901s.
Right.
That was it. And we used to actually we was too young to drive. So when the party started in the Ajax, we had to walk those speakers from our block.
It took you a long time to set up.
To get into Ajax, had to walk them down the block. You know, so nobody had vans back then. We was too young to be driving.
Right. So how old were y'all? I'm just
16.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
like,
all.
yeah.
So,
all right.
You know, my theory to where hip hop started at, I'm going to say we're the same age as those in the Bronx. So nobody came across that bridge in cars to see what we was doing as much as we didn't go across the bridge in cars to see what they was doing. It's like nobody knew what nobody was doing. So all we knew, we was going to play some music in the park. So it came to pulling the speakers out the house, plugging them in, and decided to play some music in the park.
Right.
So that's when I got into DJing from Goody. And
so you're saying that you was right at the foundation of the Infinity Machine?
Yes.
Okay.
I was at the foundation.
So like we ain't really know that.
Well, the foundation, the first DJs of Infinity Machine was Les Love, Tony T, and Ed. Ed. Those were the first DJs ever for Infinity Machine.
Okay.
He had some, I believe it was 1,100 turntables.
No,
1,500 turntables. I had SL23, but he had 1,500 turntables. He had this big mixer up on it. It was crazy, right? So that was the beginning of Infinity Machine.
Okay.
So
that was even before Divine got down.
Yeah, Divine was Cypher Sounds.
Right.
So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Divine was originally from Cypher Sounds.
Because the first time I heard Divine play was on Rockaway Boulevard. Then I saw a flyer with him and Michael. I was like, yo, Michael. Divine?
So the whole thing was Goody got the idea because we used to go see the Disco Twins.
Okay.
New Sounds. What was it, Charlie?
King Charles.
King Charles. So they had the biggest systems ever that you ever want to see. King Charles, the Disco Twins, and New Sounds was the greatest that I ever thought I ever heard mixed was New Sound. So we used to go East Elmhurst. We used to go to St. Gabriel's.
Who's the Disco Twins from?
East Elmhurst.
From
Astoria.
They're from Astoria.
Astoria. So
that's where they got their studio at now.
Yeah, in Astoria.
No, they got their studio in what you call it?
It's on Astoria Boulevard.
Yeah, that's East Elmhurst.
All right, but that's East Elmhurst. All right, okay. I was about to say I was there last year.
No, yeah. So listening to them, you know, Goody got the idea, so he started that with them. And as a kid, Tony and them was mixing, and I'm picking up hints from them like, okay, you're not playing today. I'm coming in the basement. And Goody was the type of person I was his best friend at the time.
Okay.
Still his best friend because I still speak to him. So
he
had
you 7
had
that
damn DeLorean.
When he first got that DeLorean, we were so good that he used to lend it to me. I needed he let me drive the DeLorean all over the place. But he used to have real machines, the Atari machines in his basement.
Okay. When he had the video game.
The video game.
He had a Pac-Man machine.
He had the pack. He had everything.
You mean the whole machine?
The whole machine, like in the store.
Arcade. Like in the arcade.
He had them lined up in his basement.
Okay.
So Goody was spoiled like that. And I tell him, he was a spoiled kid.
Okay.
So the way the system happened, one day he was playing with the twins at IS8 with the little system, and they crushed Infinity Machine as it was back then. So Goody got so aggravated, so mad, he called his moms and pops up and said, "This is why I can't do what I do, because I don't have the system to do it." His moms and pops that night came to IS8. Now Miss Goody, the boss.
Oh yeah, she's definitely
the boss. She walked in
Orangeburg, South Carolina.
She seen what's going on. All she did is turn to her husband and said, "John, fix it." That's all she did. John, fix it. True story. Next day or the following day, I'm laying in my bed, relaxing, minding my business. I hear my mother on the stoop. God bless her. But Michael is calling you. He's coming. But Michael wakes me up out of nowhere. "Come on, we gotta go. We gotta go." "Michael, I'm tired. We just finished doing this whole thing, moving the seat. We gotta go now." "Okay, Michael, where we going?" "We're going to the store. Just come and get in the car." Me, him, and his father goes to Crazy Eddie. Michael walks in the store. Michael had the list.
Okay.
Yeah,
and that's me next to the DeLorean. Divine sent me that picture, and I didn't know who it was. And pictures from when he first got the car.
That's you standing there.
Yeah. That's me. That's you. I ain't even recognize me.
You know, who's this? And on the list, Michael had this list. He walks in Crazy Eddie's and said, "I need this, this." He goes down the whole list, and the guy's looking like he crazy. Yeah, this is what I want. He turned to his father and said, "I'll take." Your father had an accident. Give him what he wants. He opens up a suitcase full of money and pays for it, and said that what you don't have, order it, and they ordered it.
Okay.
Next stop was the Ford dealership on Northern Boulevard, off of the Grand Central. Same thing. Equipment. We need the longest thing and the biggest thing you got.
The red van.
The red van. Okay. Brought it right then and there.
Wow.
And his next shot was, like I said, I didn't know how to really play. I'm learning. Who was the best DJ in town? DJ Divine.
Okay.
That was the next
that's
shot.
How. All right. So you just ran down really the foundation of the Infinity Machine.
Yes, that was. Divine was the best. So he went after the best, and he got. And Divine was with him and Understanding had a great understanding. So Understanding knew why we was going to Infinity Machine. So he went there, and that's the foundation of how. The next stop was all them speakers came out, and the first party with that whole system, I believe, there's a church on Sufton Boulevard.
The Polish Hall.
The Polish, yeah. You know that big church on Sufton?
Like the big front yard?
Yeah. That used to be a hall.
Yeah.
That was the first stop. That was the first where the system ever was set up at.
No, that's where I met John at.
And it was so packed you couldn't even get in there.
No, John told me I couldn't get in the party, and I'm like, you don't live in the neighborhood.
So that's where the system started from. And from Michael, I learned. I mean, Michael he went to Westinghouse. He learned electronics, so everything had to be 100% precise. So then we had to go to the to the store to buy the special wires for lights and stuff that he had to solder each line. So I'm sitting there, he's teaching me all of this. So to this day, I hook up systems because of Michael. To this day, I know systems and everything about electronics to wire up a house and everything because of Michael. That's right. So once Michael got that, he got Divine and they took off. Okay, now time for me to do my thing. Michael is set. He's doing this. I don't want to be a follower no more. Let me get my group together.
Right. So you had the event this summer in Ajax Park, which was a massive event.
Like 3 minutes.
Yo, know what? This went so fast, right?
Go ahead.
And it was fun. But before we log off, we always like to ask people to give a word of encouragement to anybody that's out there.
We see
all three of y'all established, and y'all did a lot of things, and y'all like good men. So if you just get a word of advice, I'll start with you, Nod.
Well, just what you want to do and what you do the best you can. Show your family, show the kids that we have more to offer than, being on the street. I give you could be a DJ. I have learned you could be anything you want to be. I'm a businessman also. I run in one of the biggest companies in New York City. So do the best you can do to be your best.
How about you, Carl? Any word of advice?
Yeah. Determination. Don't let people tell you can't do something or tell you, nah, that's a dream. You can't make it happen. As long as and I don't always believe hard work gets you wherever you want to be. It's hard work, putting in the time, also being at the right place at the right time.
Okay. All right. How about you, Trip?
I have to say, be creative. Don't be afraid to step outside the box. Don't be afraid to be different. Don't be afraid to be your own individual and creating your own lane. You don't have to sound like everybody else. And it doesn't matter if you're a DJ or actor. Don't be afraid to be different.
Okay. All right. So those are some good words of advice. So want to thank y'all.
Thank
y'all for coming.
Thank you
for inviting us.
The coalition of DJs, some of the members. All right. Thanks for coming out.
Shout out to all the other members. Lukey, Cat,
John,
Slick, and all the other members. I didn't forget none.
Okay.
Shati, one of our best members. Can't forget Shati.
And Big Chester. Can't forget about
Big Chester,
Big
right.
Chester. There's 2 Chesters in the group.
Okay.
Yes.
They're born the same year, a
Right,
month
so,
apart
yes,
from
so
each other.
we have a big coalition that does everything.
Okay. But like I said, thanks. All right. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. This has been the AMF show. Signing off. Peace, everybody.
Oh, good night.